Hey, good morning, Facebook fans, Facebook friends, and welcome. Let me see if this is working. So if you are tuning in, please say hello. I'm coming to you from my Carolyne Rodrigues coach page. So something new happening here, and I hope it works. I don't know. So let me see if I can tag some people. I don't know if this works. So if you are... hey Casey, so it's working, yay. Always trying something new. Last night I was trying something new. Today I'm trying something new. So thank you, Casey, for joining, and we'll just wait to see if some other people join us, because I'm normally on my personal page. That's where people expect to see me. So hey, let's see what happens here. So it's Monday, March the 4th. It's my granddaughter's birthday. So happy birthday, Megan. Yesterday was my sister Janet Donnelly's birthday. So happy birthday, Janet. So, okay, here we go. It's working. Thank you, Casey. But so far it's you and me. So we're going to chat a little bit about my topic that I posted. Could you see that, Casey? What did I share? Well, what am I going to talk about today? Just give it a minute here. I'm trying to figure out, how do I invite people on here? Let me just see. No, I better not mess around with it, because yeah, who knows? Anyway, Casey, it's you and me. I'm coming to you from beautiful Fort Myers, Florida. I'm in my office, and for those of you, if you're listening to this in replay time, please hashtag replay and let me know. And since it's just Casey and me, Casey, you would be a repeat viewer, right? Hey, Nikki, nice to see you. So I'm gonna try something new, right? One for first time watchers, two for those of you who are coming back and know that I'm on here live at noon. So let's just get into it. And thank you, Casey. Yeah, the topic is, how do you measure success? Yeah, Nikki, I see you. Thank you for joining. So how do you measure success, you guys? I've been thinking about this in the last couple of weeks in terms of, what am I doing, right? Just share a little joke with you. My husband just celebrated his 70th birthday. Some of you may have seen that. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want a big celebration. And so he turned around and he said to me, so what do you want to do for your milestone birthday this year? And I'm going, what milestone birthday? And he said, well, you're going to be 65. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I've been telling everybody that I'm, 62, 63. So that was the first sign of, is that when it happens? So, yeah. I don't know why I shared that with you. Oh, yes, I know. Squirrel moment. Why did I share that with you? Because things change, and my topic is, how do you measure success, right? So I'm just going to share a few thoughts with you. Success means doing the best we can with what we have, right? I think most people would agree with that. Success is, hey Vivian, nice to see you here. Success is in the doing, not the getting. And that's something I had to understand. I'll go into this in just a minute. Success is in trying, not the triumph. And something I, have been said in the past is, there's no such thing as trying, because trying means you're not doing. So I'm throwing that out, because when you are attempting, that may be a better word, when you are attempting to whatever, then you're in the hunt, right? You're having success. And so many of us, myself included, and I'll go through the stages, are all about the getting. And so we forget about the being, right? Success is in a personal standard. Do you have one? Do you know what that personal standard is? Do you live into that personal standard? Or are you, for lack of a better word, distracted by what everybody else is doing, what's happening on Facebook, seeing these beautiful lives that everybody lives? Your personal standard now is lowered to match what's happening out there, so that, we can fit in, we can look good? I don't know. Love to hear what you guys have to say. type it in the chat so I can read it, right? So what I do believe in watching, listening, and learning from so many of the personal development gurus out there, success, it took me a long time to get this, is reaching for the highest, reaching for that highest thing that's in us. Not in Casey, not in Nikki, not in Vivian, not in the rock stars out there that, you know, when we measure ourselves against some of these other people, we come up short. And as Zig Ziglar says, it's in becoming all that we can be, all that you can be. And I didn't know about this stuff, you guys. I just kind of went about living my life. But I do believe that success is a personal thing. There's no right or wrong answer. And so I'm curious, what is success for you? What is success for you? Casey, Nikki, Vivian, those of you who are tuning in the replay time, I would love for you to share when you know, what's that first thing that comes to mind when somebody says, oh, you're a success, Vivian. And I learned something in Dale Carnegie. When you're paying somebody a compliment, back it up with evidence. Because so often we just throw these things out and people don't really know what they're seeing in us, right? Or I don't really know what people are seeing in me. Let me turn it around. So success, what is it for a lot of people? It's defined by having all the money you need. Oh, awesome, Vivian. I'm going to get to that. Having all the money you need, having the right job, having the right title, you know, my desk, on my whatever, if you work in a corporate office, or going for that title if you're in a network marketing company, right? Going after that rank. Recognition for what you've accomplished. And Vivian, yeah, is success achieving a goal that you set for yourself, right? Accomplishing that goal. So it's such a personal thing. And, you know, I do believe that, hey, Cindy, that we strive, people, we've bought into this concept where we strive all our working lives to attain the money, to attain the job achievements, to attain the title, all those things that society deems success, right? Carol Waldenberg, nice to see you here. So my opinion, those are all external things outside of yourself. And when the monk who sold his Ferrari, Robin Sharma says, when you take off all these things that define you, when you take off the diamond rings, when you take off the watch, when you take away the Ferrari, when you take away the house, when you take away the designer clothes, who are you? And how do you define yourself as successful? So, here I am. I've been reminded by this is why I told you that story. I've been reminded by my husband that I'm going to be 65 this year. So I seem to be like taking stock, right? So let me just look and see what Casey wrote. Yeah, that's a great question. Never consider that, as you're always moving forward. So yeah, you guys just chat away, because I'm curious to know what you think, right? I'm curious, not that it's going to change how I think, I'm just curious to know how other people think. So here's my look back. So as I'm taking stock and looking back, here's what I found for myself. In my 20s, it was just being able to do what I wanted to do, right? I had some money, I had a job, I moved out of the house, I was in control of my time, what I did. I didn't answer to anybody. I was a crazy person, okay? So in my 20s, I was wild. I had no rules, right? Wild for an Indian girl. In my 30s, I had a great job. I was a flight attendant. I was traveling all over the world, right? And seeing and experiencing incredible things, right? Places that I'd never been to. And it really was, for me, success was defined by kind of doing what I wanted, because I had this great job, right? Hey, Pat, nice to see you. And Carol, what are you saying here? A strong, healthy, and loving life. Yeah, that's you too, Missy. Not that you're 65, but anyhow, we know what we're talking about, right? So that definition of success changes as we age, right? So what did I say? Okay, 20s, doing whatever I wanted, like not listening to anybody, balking at the rules, just defying things, right? 30s, doing what, honing in on what it was I wanted to do, which was really have this job as a flight attendant that allowed me the freedom. Like I'm not a desk person. I never have been a desk person, where I could just be and do what I wanted to, experience new things, travel the world. My 40s, okay, there's a little shift in my health. And also I started to ask myself, that song, is that all there is? Yeah, good thing I don't make my living singing. Yeah, is that all there is? Running around the world, serving bad food, shopping, eating at some neat places. Is that, who Carolyne is? Is that how people are going to see me? Flight attendant, travel the world, boom, gone. Right? So success for you, Pat, is putting my head on the pillow every night with peace of mind. Yes, right? But was that what it was when you were in your 20s? Maybe not, right? So this is an evolution. It changes. So my 40s, questioning my purpose is, what was I put on this earth for, right? What? So when you start asking the questions, the answers start appearing. So taking stock. Yeah, right, Pat. It's different in different decades for different people, different circumstances. And actually in my 40s, that's when I came to Christ. That's when I became a born-again Christian. That's when I watched my girlfriend, who, Pat, as you were saying, having peace. I watched this woman, Chris. She was a flight attendant, and she just had this sense of peace. And I cornered her, as we were switching flights. We were in London. She was getting on the airplane. I was getting off, and I literally was like, I pushed her against the wall, and I said, Chris, whatever you have, I want it. And she was like, oh my God, Carolyne, I've been praying that morning that the good Lord would lead me to somebody who I could touch, but wasn't her. It was the Almighty, right? So in my late 40s, when my life sort of came crashing down, relatively speaking, my job was going away. My husband lost his job. My father was dying of cancer. We had just moved into our dream house, and now, oh my God, their finances weren't there to pay for it, right? So that's when I think God works in mysterious ways. So he took away all the distractions. He'd been tapping me on the shoulder. He took away all the distractions, and it was like, Carolyne, time to listen, right? And so, yeah, that's when I started to question, what was I put on this earth for? So in my 40s, moving into my 50s, now finding purpose. And for me, yeah, it came through prayer. Yeah, it was aligned with this amazing profession of network marketing, where I could help other people, but I didn't have to do it all. I didn't have to have all the trappings of a traditional business. And when I look back, I say, how did I do that? Flight attendant, no business degree, no leadership skills, no all of that stuff that you're supposed to know to earn the big money. I just followed the people who had vision. Right? And so with a prayer in my heart and a vision, and knowing that, I'm being led by the Almighty, it was like, I'm like, okay, what is success? It's following that dream. It's, understanding it's what's in here, not what's up there, right? So in my 60s, here I am. I'm approaching the middle of my 60s, and I like to tell people I'm in the decade of preserving and protecting the parts that are working, right? But honing in on and developing that muscle and making this vessel stronger. So success for me now is about having a healthy body and showing other people how to have healthy bodies, and showing young people how to value their health, the things that they have, the abundance that they've been giving. So my 60s is all about making sure I'm living life on purpose. And yes, Pat, when I put my head on my pillow at night, having that sense of peace, that I'm going in the right direction, I'm going the right way. I'm doing the right thing. And who knows, in my mid 60s, late 60s, it may change. But understanding that when you ask, the answers will come. So I don't know. I don't know what my 70s are going to bring. It's all things get revealed to you in the right time, right? So I'll go back to the how I started this. Success means, let me just check my time here. Success means doing the best we can with what we have. I believe I'm doing that. Can I be better? Possibly. What I used to think that success was a destination, like there's some place I had to reach, and now I understand it's a continual journey, right? There is no there. Success is in the doing, not the getting, but I don't want to always be doing. I want to be being. Yeah, being. How am I being today? How am I being this week? How am I being this month, this year? I posted something on Facebook on Saturday. And so go have a peek, because these are the questions I'm asking myself, right? Success is in the trying. Am I trying every day? And it's not about being better. It's just, am I trying to be my best? Trying to be my best. Am I reaching the highest that's in me? Right? So lately, I've been pretty focused on my golf game. Yeah. Okay. That's all right, right? Pat, it's okay. In my 60s, I get to choose what I want to focus on. And so I love to golf. And so when I go out there, I go out there to be my best. Right? When I'm in business mode and I put my hat on, I endeavor to be the best trainer I can be, to serve my team in the best that I know how, right? Maybe there's others that know better, but this is what I'm bringing to you, right? And I want to leave you with this last quote. It's from Zig Ziglar, right? It's, am I becoming all that I can be? Or am I settling because it's just easier, right? Settling because it's easier, because I don't want to be judged, because I want to conform. And I say success for Carolyne is not in the conforming, but in the confronting, right? So when I confront my fears and when I push myself, and people say, well, why do you push yourself? You're in your 60s. I'm going to be doing this till I'm in my 80s, 90s, 100s, right? Because I'm just not that person who can just lay around and say, okay, I've got it all, right? Some people may look at me and say, Carolyne, you've got it all. What more do you want, right? It's not about having things. It's about helping others to achieve what they want. That's the Zig Ziglar principle. When you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. And so last night, we had our street party, and I posted it on Facebook. Because I want you to have a window into my life, because those are the things that drove me. I wanted to live in the sunny South. I wanted to be surrounded by a great community of people. And so the band was playing. We had a band play, and these gentlemen, they came to just entertain us. They're our neighbors. And I said, let's have a tip jar. And they were like, no, we don't want any money. We have enough money. I said, really? Really? Are there people out there that need help? Are there people out there that could use an extra hand? So let's take up a collection, because A, we appreciate what you guys are doing, and B, the money that goes into this pot, you guys can take and donate it to a worthy cause here in our community. So I don't believe that we can ever have enough, because there's a lot of people to help. So with that, you guys, I just want to share, I started a new group. It's called Empower YOU, Empower You. And, feel free to go check that out. If you're already in a group that we're linked to, like, you don't need to go there, right? These are for people who don't know me, people who are listening to me and could use a little bit of encouragement up here, in here, and in the body. So my job is to, if there's such a thing, my goal is to help you be the best you that you can be. So Carolyne Rodrigues, Hashtag replay if you're listening to this in record time. If you found this valuable and you think other people would benefit from it, please take the time to share, right? Because we can never, what's the word? What am I trying to say? We can never be inspired enough, right? So thank you, Carol, for tuning in. Nice to see you. Thank you, everybody else. Vivian, Pat, some movers and groovers on this call, you guys. So just know that I believe in you because somebody believed in me first. So I believe in you and I want you to have a fantastic day. So Carolyne Rodrigues, my Magical Monday Live. See you next week. Bye-bye.